this September. Bad blood will be settled.
This is more than personal.
The long-awaited trilogy.
There's real bad blood here.
Canelo versus Triple G. September 17th, live on DAZN pay-per-view. Visit DAZN.com.
This is Matt for Into Boxing. Delighted to be joined by Eddie Hearn once again. Eddie, Canelo Alvarez, Triple G. Talking's done now, innit? They're not bothered for it anymore.
No, I mean, you can see that. I think also, for Canelo Alvarez, there's a little bit of wanting to control emotions, because Gennady Golovkin will want Canelo to fight off emotion in this event. And he will, by the way, because he said yesterday, I've had enough of head-to-heads because I want to rip his head off. And that's how he's feeling. And Gennady Golovkin doing a good job of staying calm himself, speaking with respect in there. And look, I think physically as well, they've realised what's about to happen. They're going to have to put themselves in horrible places on Saturday night, and they're both prepared to do so.
I saw a quote this morning from Frank Warren saying this fight's 90% done between Joshua and Fury. What's the 10% left to do? Is that broadcaster issues?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a contract yet. We're still waiting on that, which apparently we're going to get today. There is a lot of conversation to happen between the broadcasters. Both have exclusive agreements, but between the fighters in terms of the terms, they are agreed. But there's still, 10%, might be a little bit more than that, but we're ready. I don't know, because I don't know how genuine they are. I'm believing in their genuinity, and we'll see what happens.
How surprised are you that this fight seems quite close to being made when normally fights like this, fights this magnitude, take months and months and months and months? Is it because there was technically an agreement there before almost?
No, but sometimes the agreement's very different to the one that was there before, but sometimes it's just about timing. There's been so many talks in the past. Sometimes the timing works, and maybe this is it.
Oleksandr Usyk's talked about wanting to fight Deontay Wilder. What does that say about that man who's just walked into this division, took the belts from AJ, and now wants to go for Wilder, the next best and biggest and most difficult option after Tyson Fury?
I just feel like he can beat Wilder easily, and he won't lose a round against Deontay Wilder. But Wilder does have the ability to I mean, look at the Ortiz against Wilder fight. 2. He lost every round. It was like 8-0 before he got knocked out. And Usyk wouldn't lose a round against Deontay Wilder, but Wilder does carry the power. But let's see how he looks against Elenius.
Reports today suggest that Terence, Crawford, Errol, Spence coming out. It's been a long time coming. How excited are you, even if you're not involved in the promotion, but just as a boxing fan, from that standpoint, to see that fight finally happen?
Well, I think really, when you talk about Spence Crawford, I think I should get all the credit for that fight.
Go on.
No, just in general, really. But on a serious note, I think it's a great fight. We've wanted to see that fight for a long time. 2 great welterweights, and we should see more fights like that in boxing.
Who wins?
Terence Crawford.
Eddie Hearn, thanks for talking to Into Boxing. I appreciate your time.